Boy, it is smoky as shit outside. So I'm gonna be starting a fire. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to be too excited because I'm outside in public, but we hit our first milestone, 200. You know, I tell you, I don't really do celebrations for those type of things because I'm not really used to it. But I say we pat ourselves on the back. And why is that? Because we got over 200 people to subscribe. Imagine 200 people dapping you up and saying good shit. I like your videos consecutively. I know, right? It's a big milestone if you put it in perspective. Now that we got that out of the way, some things that we gotta attend to, and what is that exactly? Is me wanting to be the greatest alive. That's gonna take time, and I know that. But I think there's a certain delusion you gotta have for yourself to really make it. And why do I say that? Mainly because some of the greatest minds was one of the craziest. They always had a delusional aspect on them. Even if you feel like they shouldn't been famous, they did it anyway. What's wrong with that? So, with that in mind, you gotta have a certain level of delusion to think you're gonna make it. Right? Since almost everything when it comes to internet and creation is oversaturated, streaming, YouTube, music, rap, art, anything is oversaturated. But obviously, it's gonna come in time. There's over 10 billion, because they miscalculated. The census miscalculated severely bad, they said. So I'm gonna just give it an overestimation about maybe 10 billion. But isn't that even more crazy when they say we're underpopulated and we're stop making babies? So somebody's lying. All right, it's either we're overpopulated, you know what I'm saying, and we missed the census count, or we're underpopulated and we're not making enough babies. Well, obviously we're not making babies because look at the fucking goddamn inflation, the economics, the living quarries. Shit, I'd be scared to go outside because not even because I'm a melanated dude and I'm gonna get shot. I'm just scared because shit, I might get taxed. Shit, I might just get taxed walking outside. Shit, just breathing air ain't shit free except death, and even that shit costs. Fuck, you seen a motherfucking casket nowadays? Shit. Boy, goddamn, that's more than a motherfucking car payment, nigga. Shit. Especially want that nigga to die right. Yeah, you want him in some nice cushion. You want some lavender, nigga. Shit, you want him in some soup. Wait, fuck no, man, you better fucking burn my ass, man. You better put me in an urn, nigga. Shit. Fuck, nigga. Shit, my body is a husk now. I am long gone. Fuck my body, bruh. Or use my body for science. Use my mind for science. Like how they did, damn, never mind. I was about to say how they did Albert Einstein, but I don't think they did that. I think I did that? I don't know. But anyway, I wanna tell you something, Rishi. And what is that exactly? I wanna fully remember it before I say it, cause I wrote it down and it went something like this. It's the imitation of sensation that you're trying to chase for validation that is creation. Otherworldly means it's always not a coping song, but it's the creation of something that you're imitating that is the sensation that you want, right? We're all chasing a sensation that is not the original sensation, but is an imitation of it. And that imitation is the creation of something that is new, but also copied, right? So I'm gonna break it down so it seems way less difficult than what it actually is. So bam, you see somebody with the first Jordan, right? The first Jordan. The second Jordan, or the Jordan you see on the commercials, that is not the original. But that is an imitation of something you want. It's an imitation of a sensation that you want. It's the sensation of people giving looks, and that is the validation. So the creation could be the shoes. The imitation is the shoe being copied. The sensation is you getting the looks and the good feel that it's something new, and the validation is people telling you you got them new kicks that everybody got. You see what I'm saying? So I try to break it down in the smallest way, right? That's what it means. That's what that means. And I might put that in one of my raps. Oh, let me stop saying rap. That sounds nasty. I might put it in one of the songs. Weird. But it's the correlation of that fixation that causes the imitation. You know what I'm saying? God damn. They see a black man walking around, they slam the door hella hard. I wasn't even worrying about shorty. Why this neighborhood, I wouldn't even say racist, but why this neighborhood wearing? Maybe because, I don't know. I try to find an excuse for them, but I really can't find one. Like, I've been walking this neighborhood for a little while now. I didn't know every road. But, you know, it could have been a coincidence why she looked at me smugged and then slammed the door hella hard. I'm probably just overthinking. Anyway, pass on. Not everything's about you, bro. Sometimes people just do this thing they do because they're rude. You know, let them be a fool. You know, as you let them be a fool, they tend to construe the lies they never seen before. You know? Maybe it's the education system. They don't create thinkers, they create workers. More workers so they can be something they can't even look up to be. You know? I seen this, hey, don't hit me now, bro. I'm on the side. Nigga driving hella fucking fast. What's up with him? He's speeding for no reason. We in a civilian neighborhood. We're not civilian. We're in a nice neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? So like, ain't no reason to speed. But yeah. Also, as I said about the whole breakdown of that conjunction when I first started the video, of that, right? You can flip those words around and it still will make sense. It's like a otherworldly loop, the way I see it, right? So you can have a fixation that is imitation or imitating a sensation that you want for validation. But the fixation can also be the validation, and the validation can be the fixation. I know it's a jumble of words, and I'm trying to break it down way more. It is not because, oh, y'all won't understand it, but I feel like if you can break complex things into a simple aspect, I feel like you can gather more seers than what you're trying to do. God damn, you can't see me. I'm skewed. I'm black as hell. But yeah, I feel like my next video, honest to you, I will be in a tank top of sweats. I will look like a hoodlum for my next video. Because I'm low-key sweating. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm low-key sweating. And why am I sweating? Probably because I thought it was gonna be cold today, but actually it's not. So we're gonna open this goddamn quarter zip shit. No. You can have otherworldly delusions, obviously, right? And my otherworldly delusion was world domination when I was younger. I was on some Stewie Griffin shit for some reason. Because I thought I was smarter than what I actually was, and I kind of found out the more I knew, the less I knew. And that shit tended to be skewed for the visions that I had. It was more of a hues than anything. Because I know the things I had to do was just, it was more than I could really grasp. I was grasping shit from the past, but I just never understood. How could I, how could I do that? How could I understand something I haven't been around? It's either the experiences or the trauma that caused you to be wise, or the age. That's why I say I'm ageless, because every time you put an age, they become ageist, They tend to see you as a lesser being because you haven't been in the world longer than them. That's why parents tend to condemn their child, because they think they're just running wild and they don't understand here because they haven't been here for a while. It seems dumb at the time, but you gotta look at it. Go past the rhymes and the shit, right? Go past all that, right? It's just, you could stop on a dime time everything correctly and tell you what's this and that, but they won't believe it. They won't believe shit. I'm trying to tell you, they won't believe anything because you're just young. You're young and dumb, and that's why I said don't use that excuse. What the hell? Bro, there's some old ass grandma just peeking out the window. That shit is scary as hell. Like, there's some old ass grandma peeking out the window. What the hell? That shit is scary. Yeah, I looked over there. She was going up the stairs. And I came back. She was peeking through the window. I will get going on her as she come outside. I still got that track speed. I still got that bit. Almost been a whole year since I played like organized sports, but listen, I still got that speed. Damn, you hear that motorcycle? That shit, that exhaust beating. Damn. You hear that shit? As it flowing through my hand, I'm rapping like a stand. That motorcycle got a beat that you can't even defeat. Look at that. You feel that shit? You got that elementary beat. Yo, that. All right, let me start. That shit cool. It's like a drum. You create that same beat with a drum. I was percussion. You might not hear it, but listen, beating percussion is more than beating on drums. It's more than beating on drums, more than hitting a xylophone with a couple of thumbs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta really think it. Like, you probably didn't hear it. You probably did hear it. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta have an ear for it. But like, you could hear the way he was beating. It wasn't even in 16ths, but you could hear the beat when he was revving it up. I might like sample that. I want to sample that type of beat for a song, actually. I don't like cars. I understand cars slow down to see this around me so they don't hit nobody. But when you're slowing down right behind me, it makes me seem like you're trying to kidnap me. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But, yeah. I figured out a strat to save more space on my phone. It's kind of dumb, but I gotta delete all my apps then re-download them so it can take off all the space. And I'm not gonna lie, it drastically drops a lot of gigabytes storage. So, yeah, I was gonna buy me a phone, but my beloved biological mother said, "Don't even worry about that. I'll buy you a 15." I was like, "Oh well, that's great." I'll be grateful because the phone's a phone. But I was going to shoot for the 17 because it had over a terabyte of space, just like a laptop. So I was like, people be like, who needs that type of space? I do. And I am a consumer. I'm pretty idiotic consumer because I know Samsung and Androids are way better in camera quality and space. And they've been using the same chargers that iPhone just got on. But I've been hooked on the consumerism of iPhone since I was young. I was indoctrinated to understand that iPhone was just better because of how they market themselves and how it looks, you know. And then it's even worse when you text somebody off an Android on an iPhone, it makes their bubbles green, so it's like a disgust hues type of look. You know, I feel like maybe customers don't like not the consumers, but like the companies don't really beef, but in some instances I feel like they do sly shit. Like how Burger King put, like, for Halloween, they put like a sheet over their sign and made it look like McDonald's in the sheet. And it's like, ooh, scary burgers. Like, I feel like they do it. But also, I could be misconstrued, and it all can be owned from one big company that's like just like Rockefeller, like how he almost created a monopoly when it came to the oil and the gasoline. So they told him to split his shit in like the 64 goddamn companies. And I even made him more money than what they actually spent. So like all those petrol stations y'all be going to get your gas, to get your gasoline, it's all owned by the same dude. Well, the same company. He's probably long gone. I think he was the first billionaire, actually. I could be wrong, but you gotta fact check me. I could be wrong. But anyway, I feel like it's been a great day. I hope the audio's not that bad because my headphones are on my they're on my head, not my ear. Is that why they call it earphones and some people call it headphones? Yeah, I see it. Now I'm just rambling. But yeah. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, butter, but I never did a butter. I wanna be a butter for peace and quality, tranquility, a sanctuary to the positivity. I'm leaving. They keep on playing with me. They put the heat on my Cherokee. They call me Cherokee, but I ain't Native American. They confuse the Indian with the Native American. They go hand in hand. I can't help but they say I'm sparing them. I'm sparing them. I'm sparing them. I be reciting some of my songs that be hot ass, but I be thinking they fire though. But I don't want to make that coworker music like that generic ass coworker. Y'all don't understand what coworker music is, but I would never disrespect the artist. But coworker music is like the beat is so generic, and they could be talking about something that's hella good, but the way they put it is like super ass, like super ass. But it could be asked to the general population, but they do got a big fan base. So hey, the way I see it is, at least if you got somebody loving your shit, god damn, if you got somebody loving your shit, you doing something right. I had to put my headphones on so you can hear me fully. I hope it's not muffled now. Good. Seen this lady cutting her grass. She doing pretty good. You know what's crazy? It's crazy to see, like, it's not even on like anything gender bias or anything, but it's crazy to see like a lady cut her own grass. Cause it's not a conundrum or it shouldn't be done. It's just like you never see like that, you know? Or like what's up? It's like what's something else? Shit. What's something else that's probably common, but like you don't see often. Like you don't see like you don't see people like parking and having like an old type of radio and fishing. Like that's a common thing to do, but you don't see it as often. I need like a better example, but seeing a lady cut her grass was just be like, oh, that's cool. It's something new. But in different areas, you probably seen that, you know. You got that one dude. Well, actually, where I live in Terrio Sacramento at 348, there's so many areas where people cut their grass, ladies and dudes. Like they will misconstrue everything you say. Be like, well, you know, they're just to cause problems. But that's what it is. People will take you on a People will take you out of context just to do it. If they wasn't trying to hear you, if their whole objective is to mishear you, why even explain yourself? Why try to lead the blind when they're not even trying to see? You know? Oh my God, this heat is getting to me. God, I go lie, we might have to take a break and take this guy down. It's quarter zip off. Cause it's hard as sucker the poops. Yeah, it's hot. It's hot. Yeah, it's hot. It's hot. Yeah, I'm probably gonna cut this video to like 20 minutes, and then the next video will probably be in the backyard. Most definitely be in the backyard. I was feeling very adventurous today, but I'm scratching that off because boy, is it hot. It's hot. Well, it's not hot, but it's hot enough to make you uncomfortable, you know? And the wind is the only thing that cools you down here and there, so you gotta really expect the unexpected. I used to be an old head and check the weather, but now I just be going out there. Cause bro, down here the people, a lot of people say this. No, it's not even me. The weather is hella bipolar, like hella. Oh, but looks like my video's about to end. It was great talking to you while I was walking outside. I hope when you see this, you subscribe and don't listen to the lies, bro. Love you.